So we're going to be testing the Savage 110 Tactical, which itself is about $700-800. I got a Athlon Argos on it that is about $300, 6 to 24 by 50. Now this Savage comes with some attachable pieces here where you can adjust the cheek riser, the length of the buttstock. I already have that set to my preference. Comes with a detachable magazine, mag pull. It's about this trigger's real nice. It's about like a 1.5 pound pull, 2 pound pull. You can actually set it to your preference, be a lighter. Real crisp. I have a cheap Harris bipod on it and a VG6 762 muzzle brake for the 6.5. So all in all, a little over 1K in setup. You know, you don't need to put the muzzle brake, stuff like that. And you could get a cheaper scope, but I wouldn't, you know, I would, that's about as low quality as I would go and trust. I wouldn't even trust this one. This is just kind of for the test. I mean, it's held up. It's held up over the years that I've had it, so it's pretty good. But just for this test, kind of keep it around 1K. We're gonna see what we could do with it, with hand loads, what type of accuracy we can push out of this. All right, peeps, we're gonna go over here to the reloading station. We're gonna be reloading some 6.5 Creedmoor with 140 grain ELD match and Hodggun H4350. We're gonna do 3 different charge weights. We're gonna do 41 flat, we're gonna do 41.2, and we're gonna do 41.5. We're gonna compare accuracy coming out of Savage 110 and see what we can get. So I'll just go through the process of loading one up here with you guys before we head to the range. So here I already got this resized, decapped, chamfered, the bird right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the new charge weight in, cap it, put the new charge weight in, seat the bullet. Let's get that new primer in, 41.5. I'll drop that charge in there. We're gonna go 140 grain. And we're gonna go ahead and seat that. And there we go. One completed round. 41.5 grains of powder in this one. I'm gonna just go ahead and complete the 41.2 grain and the 41.0 grain off cam. And we're gonna head to the range and test them all out. So here are all the rounds we're going to be testing through this thing. We're going to be testing 3 sets of hand loads. One, like we said, at 41.5 grains of H43, 41.2 grains, 41 flat grains with 140 grain ELD match projectile. And we're going to use some factory ammo, some match grade Sig Sauer, which is also 140 grain. 6.5 Creedmoor. So we're gonna see the difference between the hand loads, between the factory match grade, and see how much big of a difference in accuracy it makes when you really fine-tune your accuracy, fine-tune your ammo to your rifle. And we're gonna see which one of the 3 charge weights here the rifle likes best, and see what type of accuracy we can get out of all these.
from the right of the bolt.
So here's the conclusion of the results. This is about what you can expect out of this rifle. Now, this is not the best accuracy that I expect. The rifle is still new, the barrel is still new, and it's still being fouled in. It's about 40 rounds in. And as the barrel is being fouled in, the tolerances change, which of course change the accuracy a little bit. So, we see consistency with the 41.0. We saw some consistency with the 41.5. But for some odd reason, the 41.2 was inconsistent, which could be due to, again, just, the round not, the charge not being good, the barrel doesn't like it, or, barrel still being fouled in. So really, we see that this charge weight gives fairly decent accuracy, but I would say that the results for now are inconsistent. I'm going to test again when the barrel's about 150 rounds in to make sure that it's fully broken in and, get some consistent results from there. And hopefully tighten up those groups because really I'm not really happy with those groupings. I'm really not happy unless each round is touching. So it really is wider than I wanted. We saw some good consistency out of the 41.5, so that one looks like it's going to be the most promising. Now, I did forget the factory Sig Sauer match grade ammo at home, so I didn't get a chance to test it this time. But either way, when the barrel breaks in and we could get more conclusive results, I'll go ahead and test it then.